Yo, people, what you saying, people? Cape and Don, 6:30. Well, not 6:30, 6 o'clock. How you doing, people? What you saying, Cape? How you doing, man?
Good, bro. Literally got in from work not too long ago. Straight to work. Let's call it like that, man. And I'm happy. Games coming
Yeah,
around every 3 days. I think it's exciting because good result, bad result, you kind of just move on to the next, and there's another game to look forward to. So
I
excited,
hear
fam.
it. I hear
How
it.
about you, man? How you feeling? How's your day been?
Yeah, man. It's been all right, man. Just busy, man. Just getting that old man tiredness, you know what I'm saying, in the winter. Just want to hibernate, bro. I fell asleep for a little bit, but yeah, man, I'm here, man. But anyway, what's going on, man? Big game tonight against Brentford. I kind of want to like dust off the Chelsea game, yeah, because I've been speaking about it like everywhere, and it's like Wednesday now. I don't want to keep going on over and over what happened and all of that kind of stuff. I really want to concentrate on today. And I saw your preview earlier about the Arsenal game against Brentford today. You know what I mean? You had your team lineup and stuff like that. Yeah. So how's your thoughts going into this game? And is this game a must win in your opinion?
Yeah. First of all, I'm with you in terms of just leaving the Chelsea game be. Like, I think on the night, the day afterwards, obviously you react, but especially where it's every 3 days, you kind of just let it be. Even if we also win, you kind of let that be. And think, funny enough, we watched the Chelsea game just to and I can't lie, it changed my scope of a lot of things. We wasn't as bad as I think we were saying we were. Funny enough, but that doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I think today's game, obviously, is a home game. I think Emirates has kind of been like a fortress so far this season. I think apart from the City draw, I think we've won every single game there. We've played excellent. We scored majority of our big and heavy, wins have come at the Emirates as well. So I think there's a lot of confidence when we play there. I think it is a must-win game, especially the fact that right now, obviously, City currently sit 2 points behind us. Obviously, any slip up in points, whether it's a draw or a loss, obviously, God forbid, obviously gives them a very, very much a good advantage and gives them confidence. I don't think City have looked so incredible. Obviously, 5-4 win yesterday, incredible for the neutral, but do you know what I mean? They're still, but at the end of the day, the win is the win, and that's what matters. So I think Arsenal need to win this game just to kind of keep that gap. I guess respectable, like to 5 points is still a good gap, and just continue to kind of dust away the Chelsea result, I guess, and performance away with a tough win. It's not going to be easy though. I think, as I said, Brentford are a very well drilled team. They got good players. Their striker Thiago's in good form. He's got 11 Premier League goals this season. They have that Coyote guy with that arrow long throw. So they have threats, and they have a style that they are confident in. So I think Arsenal need to go there, impose ourselves. Definitely pass the ball way better than we did against Chelsea and get our foot on the ball and get some control. And I think we can have a good win today, man. What about you? How are you feeling for this game? Obviously, an hour before.
Yeah. You know what? Sometimes, yeah, I just free myself in it of like feelings for anything sometimes. So I've not really thought about this game really seriously, like sat there and just thought, oh, we got Brentford tonight, and I kind of like just kind of cold my feelings in it. Just I'm just thinking now we need to get a win tonight. Yeah, there's no messing about. As you said, they're a good team. They've got threats, from Thiago, Sade, that Coyote guy, whatever his name is. They've got threats all over the place. Damsgaard. They've got good players. Premier League ready players that are half decent. You look at the results over the last few years. The games have been quite close. I think we beat them. Was it 3-1? I think a few years ago. That was the biggest score, or 3-0 or something. No, did they beat us 3-0 actually, or was it us? We beat them 3-0. I think they beat us 3-0 once, isn't it? Like a couple seasons ago.
They beat us 2-0 at their ground.
2-0, yeah.
At the Emirates, we've had most joy, but I think
yeah.
We drew them last year. I think we did draw them last
year. Yeah, it's another London derby. It's gonna be. You know what? Sorry. There's no easy games in the Premier League. Yeah. We can make it. We can make this game how we want it to make it. Do you understand what I'm saying? We can make it hard if we want to make it hard, or we can make the game easy for us. Do you understand? That's how I see our level right now. It's down to us to make the difference rather than oh, Brentford are this and that. Yeah, it's another London derby. I get it. Big up to Craig as well. He's going to be at the game today. I think he was going to try and get me a ticket today, but I said, you know what, next time, because I don't really want to travel down to Arsenal today, man. I couldn't be bothered, man. Just tiredness and that. But
Yeah.
I should have really, but yeah, I just see it as another opportunity to go, 5 points ahead. Another opportunity to just shut up some of our rivals who've been talking the most smack. But now it's come to that point where it's all white noise, isn't it? And like, I'm ignoring the noise now from everywhere else now. It's all about Arsenal, and the only team that can beat Arsenal is Arsenal at this moment. We're at the top for a reason, based on, the credit and based on how hard we've worked to be there. So now we've just got to show ourselves, how good we are, and dust ourselves from the previous game and just go into this game, get the 3 points. That's what it's just a 3 point thing as far as I'm concerned tonight.
I think
what are you saying?
That's just you're preaching news, but as you preach right now and I get to my reaction, the lineup has just dropped, so I'm gonna say it right now.
Hey, let's share the thing, man. Hold on, breaking news. Hold on. Where is it on Arsenal.com?
Yeah, Arsenal website still. Interesting lineup still.
Don't say nothing yet. Don't say.
I haven't said anything. Interesting lineup.
Okay. Where is the thing? Where can I? Do you want to share it? Can you share it? Are you able to share it?
Yeah, I'll share
they dropped that early. What time is kickoff?
No, basically nowadays, I don't know if you know from last season, they started to drop the lineups an hour and 15 minutes before kickoff now.
Yeah.
It used to just be an hour before, but I think now it's an hour and 15. I don't know what the reason was or what caused it, but when I clocked it, it's like, yeah, I always know. Let me get that lineup early or as early as possible. Cool. Let me share my screen 1 second. Share my screen. Okay, there we go. Cool. Can we see that? Cool. Yep. Lineup's out. So that's Ryan goal. I think Ben Wright, right back, Mascara, Nkapie, Calafiori. Left back, Rice, Ubamendi, and now Odegaard starting in the 10. Then Madueke off the right, Martinelli off the left, and Marino up top. I think you're muted, bro.
Yeah, sorry. Couldn't wait to dump Eze, boy.
Yeah, so obviously I see it as more rotation, then like we got White in for Timber, we got Madueke in for Saka, which is a big call. We got Odegaard in for Eze. Mate, I think with those 3 players, funny enough, I think in my lineup I did predict something similar to this. I think the only change
I had rotation right here, isn't it?
Yeah, I had exactly the same lineup apart from I had basically taken out Rice and kept in Eze. But I think I said,
why aren't your career starting, bro?
He just came out from injury, man. Like I think when I heard how Mikel spoke about, he was like how Martinelli could only play about 50 minutes on Sunday, and that's like if he's been back for a couple of games now, he's already played. Madueke couldn't start the game. This is his first start in 3 games. Gyökeres came on, only played about 20 minutes. Definitely. I don't think Gyökeres or Jesus are fit to start right now. I think they're fit to come on because if they start, they can only probably play max 30, 40 minutes, maybe 45, and that depends on the intensity of the game. So I think you got to ease the player back in so they don't get, the reoccurrence. I think that's what it is. And on the bench, I think we've got obviously Kepa, Timber, Lewis Kelly, Norgard, Wanyeri, Eze, Saka, Jesus, Gyökeres. Very, very, very strong bench when you're looking.
So we've got winners that can come off the bench. Then that's good. Then
there you go. Obviously, I think I'm happy that you give Timber a rest. I think this is the type of game you can bring in a Ben White. There shouldn't be any problems. I think Odegaard coming in for his first start. Obviously, Eze. I think Eze started the last 9 games. I think I saw one stat. Like he started the last 9 Arsenal games, all competitions. So especially this big week, he's played a lot of minutes. You got to give him some rest. Saka, without Madueke being there, he's played a lot of 90 minutes, played a lot of games. I think this is where you kind of give them that rest because what we got Villa on the weekend away. That's a tough game. You're gonna want to bring in some of the more first team players back in. So I'm interested to see, and obviously big opportunity for the likes of Madueke, Ben White, and obviously I guess Odegaard to kind of take his position back. I don't think Odegaard's position is definitely back yet, like in terms of wanting it, but I think it's an opportunity for him to kind of potentially win it back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out to Dr. Seymour in
Big up
the
Dr.
building.
Seymour.
I hope you're well,
What's your reaction to the lineup, my bro? You like it? You don't like it?
Yeah. I like to know what Dr. Seymour's saying, man, about the lineup.
What do you think whilst he gets his thoughts?
I'm trying to think. Let me just have a little thought. Here because so I'm a bit bothered that Trossard's not back and he's not in the he's not a sub.
Yeah, but I think Mikel said in his press conference yesterday that it's a matter of days for him and Saliba.
Oh, do you know what? I'm happy that Madueke is starting, by the way. I had an argument with Tony about Madueke starting this game because I just felt that Saka needs a bit of a rest, and I don't think Saka's
rest, man.
Huh? Yeah. Saka needs a rest.
Like Saka, Eze, Timber's been playing game after game after game with Ben White, obviously not being available. Shout out. This is my sis. Yeah. Obviously, she
this your sis, yeah? Big up to your sis.
See me get home and she knows I'm back to jugging, so you already know, man.
Big up to your sis. Big up to your sis. The grind, innit? The grind. Do you know what? As long as we acquit ourselves tonight, yeah, because Rice, the big argument, the big debate with Rice is, are we overplaying him?
I think it's tough because he's the
main guy, isn't he?
Because I covered him in my video. He's a very available player. Like I think he's only missed like 3 Premier League games in his whole time being at Arsenal, innit? Which is mad.
Wow, so, only 3.
Like, 3. Like in terms of games that he's actually missed. Obviously, he might have come off injured in games, but he's not missed that many games. So it's crazy. It's one of them ones where like he's available in it, and I think it's still a game where we need to win. Like from 2 points, if we drop any points here, we're really opening the door. Whereas two Premier League results without maximizing the points. But I'm with Dr. Seymour. I think I would have loved, and I predicted I would have loved to see Rice get given a rest, but I think somebody had to get given a rest between Eze and Rice, and I think in terms of from the start, and I think if Mikel's gone the Eze route, that's fine, innit? Obviously, I'm pretty sure Rice will come off if Arsenal can get the job done early in the game, innit? I think we've given the week that we had, where, as I said, it was Spurs, Bayern, Chelsea. I didn't expect to see much rotation in the starting lineup in those games because they're 3 important games. There was a decent amount of space between each of the games. And I think you have to win and go there with a stronger squad. I think from that moment on, I said, obviously, all the games moving forward, you need to see a lot of rotation because there's enough quality in the squad where if you change like 3 players, it shouldn't really change anything. Like Madueke, we've seen what he's on now. Like we can afford to kind of have Saka on the bench, give him a rest. Odegaard, Eze, do you know what I mean? White's Timber, do you know what I mean?
I like the pace on the flanks as well. We've got Martin.
Yeah. We've got a lot of in behind now, behind running and stuff in it. So that link up should be there. And obviously, fam, we know Brentford are probably going to play a low block. Obviously, they're definitely going to play a low block. Obviously, so Arsenal need to have a good midfield, a creative midfield. And obviously, this was our original midfield that goes on it. Get a lot of high touches from Odegaard. Obviously, Rice and Zubimendi, see how they play it. Calafiori. I think the interesting thing is that I don't think we've seen this right hand side of White, Odegaard, and Madueke now. See, let's see how that plays. Obviously, we know.
Oh yeah.
White's a better overlapper than Timber. I think he gets up and down very well. Brings an option for the right winger to get more 1v1. So let's see. I'm also with that with Dr. Seymour. I wish each of them gets more minutes, but I think at the same time, if we had made 2 changes in the midfield and put Rice and say Zubimendi or say Zubimendi, Odegaard, Odegaard, Ethan, I don't think a lot of people would have been confident, even though I don't mind seeing Ethan. But I think Ethan will get his time. I think now that we've got a lot of the tough games out of the way, I think now that there's games every 3 days, I think a lot of players will get a lot of minutes, especially within this period. Big up Nems, though.
Big up to Nems in the building, yeah. Big up every time. Do you know that defense, yeah? White coming back. It'd be interesting to see how he links up with Madueke down that right-hand side because White is not Timber, is he? So it'd be interesting to see how good he is today because this is a big game for us, and it seemingly seems like we can't draw this game. It has to be a win. So It'd be interesting to see how White and Madueke get on down that side. On the left-hand side, you've got obviously Calafiori and Martinelli. They've played
They've got a good connection together.
already. Martinelli needs to have a big game today. Last week, I thought he was pretty poor. I don't think he was that great.
I think though, at the same time, to butt in, like, no, I don't think anyone was amazing. I think, obviously, don't get me wrong, there was a couple of good performances, but I think Martinelli first starting, I couldn't tell you when he last started the game. Maybe the big first game of the season against Man United. Maybe, I don't, if he did start that game, might not have even started that game. But like, he hasn't started many games. That's what I'm saying. It's even a thought process. But like, no, so until Eze came in, I remember he was starting. But either way, he had a good week. He scored against Bayern, came off the bench, did well. I think, he was quite poor against Chelsea, but back home now, obviously, he has an opportunity with Trossard being out to kind of, he's also had a decent season so far to cement that position. Obviously, he offers things that the other players don't, which is pace, which is obviously running in good movement in behind, and obviously finishing. So he's got to have a big game today. And I think, obviously, now that there's no Saka, it's like, oh no, just pass to this guy and hope and pray. It's like all the attackers got to, implement and show themselves today. So big game for Martinelli, big game for Madueke. And I think also
big game for all of them, man. Even Zubimendi as well today. I think Zubimendi as well. We can go through all the players.
We can go through all the players, but I think big game for them, and another big game for the Mascara and Hincapié. I think they managed that game well. Obviously, a couple of mistakes, but that was an intense game. Chelsea were being mad physical, mad on it. The ref was, roughing the game how he refed it, but I think they came out okay. I think they can be a bit proud of the performance, and I think now is a home game. The crowd will be behind them. Should be a bit more comfortable. Brentford are going to play the game different to how Chelsea play it. So hopefully there's a bit more comfortability. Dr. Seymour, we're aligning on terms of, I agree that Rice shouldn't have started. I agree that Ethan should have started or should get some more minutes. But trust me, I still love the manager.
We get to him.
And I still also think that he should the rotation will come with time, in it. Like, I just think it's the first game back, so I didn't expect us to rotate like 7-8 players. I think a lot of us would be like, we need to win this game. Why are you making so much changes? So I think the changes are okay. 3 changes it's decent. Shouldn't be changing too much. Why is Marino playing? Because we don't have any other striker that's fit to start. Unless you guys want Gokrez or Jesus to get a re-injury, and then you guys are going to be like, do you know what? I'm not going to be angry that they're re-injured because I wanted them to start. I didn't really think about their, integration back. So yeah.
Does this team though? The team that we've got out. We're going to do the predictions as well. Yeah, big up Sisha. We're going to do the predictions in a while. Yeah, because this stream ain't going to be a mad long one.
Yeah.
Do you think so? This team, I think, is good enough to beat Brentford tonight. Yeah.
Of course.
But do you see that? After 10-15 minutes. We haven't scored, and you know how people are on the watch along, and the fans get slightly frustrated. Can you see Brentford frustrating us tonight?
100%, man. As I said at the top of the stream, they're very. I don't agree with Bav the Ripper, but okay, cool. They're very, very.
Big up, Bav.
They're very, very. I'll get to this point, by the way. Start this one. I want to get to that comment.
What, Zubimendi?
No, the Gokrez point.
Okay, yeah. I saw that.
They're very, very good team, innit? Like, they're physical, they defend well, they got obviously good players. Like, as you said, you mentioned a lot of them at the top of the stream. Their managers come in, organize them well. Obviously, they're using what they can do, innit? So I don't know what their away record is like, but I definitely know that they're a good team, very good on the transition as well. So Arsenal got to be wary in terms of like no poor mistakes, getting control of the ball early. Do you know what I mean? So that's all it is. I know, Odegaard is a star, if that's what you're saying, Nems, because I don't know. I'm joking. I know it means starting. But but to go to Bav's the point, obviously, we shouldn't be inconsiderate. And what's the word? I can't remember the word, but we should not be inconsiderate about injuries, man. Like, you guys, unless you've never been injured before, I think that's like a non-injury talk, because you can't just say it wasn't major, so you shouldn't be out. It was out for like 4 or 5 weeks. Like, he missed a lot of weeks of football, didn't go international break, hasn't played. Do you know what I mean? We don't want our striking, we We don't want our striker that we just bought in the summer to get, reoccurrence of injuries. We already got Kai Havertz, who has been out all season, essentially. Jesus has been out for 10, 11 months. Obviously, if you guys are all against the Marino in strike, then you got to want to protect Gyökeres, because this game is not the only game we're going to play for the rest of the season, which finishes in May. So you have to put perspective into it, innit? That's all I have to say. Because if Gyökeres comes on and gets
no one's asking questions, no one's really making any no questions or anything.
I don't think we get slapped though. Obviously, I don't think it's negative. I don't know, but
I don't. It's come on, man.
No, and to reply to Bad the Ripper, I'm not saying Gyökeres wouldn't play, but I'm saying you have to be considerate that he just came back from injury not too long ago.
Crazy.
Like, he only made his first appearance against Chelsea. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so to start, you have to kind of manage players into it still. That's just naturally how if you're a good manager or a sensible person, you can't just rush players back in. I think historically, Arsenal have rushed players back. We've talked about it many a stream. And this is why we've seen a lot of recurrent of injuries and players being injury prone whilst at Arsenal and all that kind of stuff. I think we're trying to move away from that, innit? So either way, we've got a strong enough team, fam. People forget again. I think we haven't lost the game in this is like 17 or 19. I don't know what the amount unbeaten. So I don't think a loss is the thing, but I don't think Havertz walks back in straight, because it depends on how fit he is and it depends what moment a Gyökeres or even a Jesus now that's back are in by the time Havertz is back. If those players are firing and playing well, then Havertz will have to wait his time.
You know, one thing I don't want us to do tonight, is to be thinking of the game on Saturday. I want us to really concentrate on this game, the players to concentrate on this game, get the job done, subs off, whatever, 70 minutes, whatever. And then, do you know what, just
make some adequate,
win.
And then bring the players on, and then you kind of shut up shop, and it's just calm. Yeah. I don't think Odegaard came back from injury, but I think he had a few minutes against Bayern, he had a few minutes against Chelsea, and now he gets to start. Same thing happened with Madueke. A few minutes against Spurs, a few minutes against Bayern, a few minutes against Chelsea, now he starts. Martinelli, a few minutes against Bayern, he got the start, but then he came off early. Do you know what I mean? Gyökeres is the same thing with Jesus. I think when Saka came back from injury, that was when Madueke just got injured. I think I remember that. Like, Saka came back. I think he played one game. I think that was against Man City in the game that Madueke got injured. So you have to think about it that way. Like, there's nothing you can do if a scenario paints itself. But if you have options, you have to protect the players, man. Like, I know we all want, all Football Manager and FIFA and that.
Want the best team every week.
Because you'll be the same ones complaining if these players get more long-term injuries, that the manager ain't managing it and he's killing the players and all that. So you can't have everything in life. Do you know what I mean? But score predictions before we get in. What's your score prediction?
Did you answer the Gyökeres shouldn't play?
Yeah. I already answered that one. Still.
Yeah. Score predictions. I didn't even actually said my score prediction. What was your score prediction? Yeah, let me sort that out.
3-0.
3-0.
3-0 to the Arsenal, man. I think we need a big response, and I think we need one of those responses where you just it kind of puts that Chelsea game to bed. Like, okay, that was a one-off. That was a, do you know what I mean? So I think a 3-0 convincing win. I think we've been very good at home. Like, last 2 home games, we scored 3 and 4 goals respectively. So I'm gonna say 3-0, man. What about you?
I think the game's gonna be a little bit closer than that. So I'm gonna go for a 2-1. I think they do score maybe off a set piece or something. Remember, they've got a good striker, man, in Thiago.
Yeah, we don't have our natural. We don't have our first team defenders. Yeah, I agree.
Exactly. So you know what? Yeah.
Apparently he's on the bench. Let me have a look at that. I didn't
know.
Who?
Thiago.
Let me see.
Thiago's on the bench. So they're going to probably start with Sade then.
Football Rig just said, innit? Let me have a look to confirm that. Yeah, he's on the bench. Kevin Shard and Django Otaro. Django Otaro is still a baller anyway, so it's not like
They've got some good players.
Yeah.
So Shard even late threat as well. So Keith Andrews as well. Yeah,
he's Damsgaard's on the bench as well. Still, I think it's similar to everything. Everyone's playing 3 games in a week. You got to manage players, man. You can't. Yeah. Like, we can't all be mad. So
that's the type of result we should get. But I see a 1-1 or 2-1 for Arsenal. Yeah, a 1-1 is an
1-1 is not what we need still.
It's not what we need right now, because if we were
I can understand why you see it still.
3-1
Brentford.
I think the wheels will fall off.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what, bro? Yeah, I've said this on many occasions and many streams. I do not think we lose a game at the Emirates
The
this
Emirates,
season.
man. And I think you don't. And let's be real, Bav the Ripper. I don't know who you are. I don't believe you predict this if we beat Chelsea. So I think you're just going off the sad nature of us having a performance that you didn't like. Because I'm pretty sure after the Bayern game and Tottenham game, you're all giddy, man. Let's not do that, man. We don't like you need, as I said, a title race. You need to put yourself into perspective. There's gonna be some games you're gonna draw. Sometimes you're gonna play bad. You might even lose a game. But when you show the quality and you're going for it, you have to understand the next game is what matters, especially where you have a lead and a certain advantage. Like I think we can't just. Anyways, Nem's your joke, man. You can't just.
Once we deal with them today, though, Bav. Yeah, make sure you come back and make sure.
Yeah, make sure you come back. I want to see what you say, innit?
Make sure
I want to see how you feel.
Sub to the channels as well, my brother, as well.
But make sure hit the subscribe.
I don't even know. He's an Arsenal fan. He's an Arsenal fan.
I'm assuming. Yeah, no, he's definitely an Arsenal fan. Definitely. I think he is.
Hey, Lems, calm yourself down. You ain't going nowhere, bro. You're 8 points behind, so just calm yourself down, my brother. Yeah, calm it down.
Cool. I got one last question, I guess, for you before you go. Who today needs to have a big performance to make sure that we win or at least have control of the game? Who do you think?
Maybe Zubimendi, man. Maybe Zubimendi needs to get back to that. Because you know what, defensively, innit? He's kind of like the one that thwarts attacks, builds up the attacks. Obviously, you've got Rice on the other side that does all the madness up and down and stuff, but he's the anchor, innit? So, he's the one that's going to take the ball off our defenders. He's the one that has to be, assured, innit, in front of that back four, innit? So I think if Zubimendi has a big game today, I think everyone else has a big game today. And you know what? We're playing Brentford today. Brentford's have had some good away. Good. They're not very good traveling, but they've been good at home. I'm expecting a win tonight. I'm not expecting no draw or anything like that. I'm not expecting that.
There's nothing about this team that's giving me any indication that we'll draw the game.
Oh no, our captain needs to step up. You think he's gonna step up after like playing 45 minutes? Odegaard's one of them players that'll take. He's either gonna arrive or he's just.
I think he's gonna play well because I think end of the day, he knows his position isn't just certified the way it's been over the years. Like he knows his
at home. At home, I'm saying, sorry, no. Yeah, go on now. Let me address this after this. He said Rice will be busy babysitting us at home.
Yeah,
we're playing at home today, guys.
That's what I'm saying, guys. One result shouldn't now make all of the season blinded. Like you guys need to learn this stuff, innit? Like when you, I think a lot of you guys. I don't know the age of you guys. I'm not saying you man might be older than me, but you need to learn when your team is a title challenging team. You have to support your team a bit differently. Like you react to losses and draws a bit differently than what you did when your team is like a Man United or Spurs, where it's up and down. That's just my opinion, innit? Like end of the day, big up Organ Goon as well.
Big up Organ Goon as well in the building, man. Big up to you, my brother.
But I think my play I'm gonna go with Calafiori today, random one. I think given the fact they have 5 at the back, like at times they're gonna probably be playing that 5 at the back shape. I think they need to I think he'll have a lot of space. Like what he does with that space and time and where he picks up, what position he picks up, I think will be decisive. But that's just what I have to say. I need to rush off to the toilet before we get into this watch along.
Yeah. 7. What time we gonna think?
Yeah, it should be 7 o'clock latest, obviously 7:05, let's just say. So let's just say 20 minutes time. So everyone that's in the chat, just obviously go over. We're gonna
fan base doesn't have composure, just like the players. You joke, bro.
There you go. Obviously, shout out Mark MUFC family. You did say so I do give you that. Obviously on Sunday, but like Twinny said, Brentford are heavily rotated, so I guess that should give you more. For the ones that are worried, should give you a bit more confidence. But guys, tune into the watch along. We're gonna be the joint stream.
Yeah, man.
Should start, let's say late at 7:05. If it doesn't start at 7 on the dot, I'm blaming myself. Just guys know that, so don't.
Blame Kate. Don't blame me. Anyway, people, we're out. See you at the watch along.
See you guys in a bit. Make sure you tune in still.
Man. Peace. Big up.